It's Wednesday, March 28th. Welcome to Pastor Bob Daily. Brian, my friend on Facebook, says, Pastor Bob, I'm on the road to getting my life right with God. And it seems like the more I try, the more I seem stuck in the same place, doing the same things that are displeasing to God. What should I do to get to that place with God where I need to be, where He has called me to be? Brian, there are so many people with this same question. A lot of you that are watching right now would say, man, I'm glad he asked the question. I have the same one. You know, we've talked before about the fact that when we become Christians, there isn't a reset button in our head. You know, we continue to struggle sometimes with the very same things. The only difference is now we have an advocate. Now we have the power of God to begin to help us to fight in our struggle. Now, the struggle doesn't just magically disappear. It doesn't, and you know that. But God says that He's there with His strength to help us in our time of need. You know, Paul was upset about this very thing. And he said, Lord, you know, I've prayed so many times that you would take this thorn in my flesh away. God's answer to him was amazing. He said, I know, I've heard your prayers, but my power is made perfect in your weakness. There's a little song we used to sing in Sunday school that says, Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to Him belong. We are weak, but He is strong. What a great way to grow up knowing that truth. We are weak. He is strong. Sounds very elementary, but folks, this is really an important aspect of our faith. Yeah, there's a little, I guess it's short stories or chapters, short chapters in a book maybe, by Portia Nelson that I've used for years. It's called Portrait of Success, autobiography in 5 short chapters. And she says, chapter number 1, I walk down the street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I fall in. I am lost. I am helpless. It isn't my fault. It takes forever to find a way out. Chapter 2, I walk down the same street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I pretend I don't see it. I fall in again. I can't believe I'm in the same place, but it isn't my fault. It still takes a long time to get out. Chapter 3, I walk down the same street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I see it is there. I still fall in. It's a habit. My eyes are open. I know where I am. It is my fault. I get out immediately. Chapter 4, I walk down the same street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I walk around it. Chapter 5, I walk down another street. You know, this is very short, but it speaks volumes, doesn't it? And many times we continue to struggle just like this, falling in the same holes over and over again. And Brian, this is what you're talking about. You keep getting stuck in the same things. But you know, it's not only that we need to walk down another street, but we need to allow God to reprogram our mind, renew our minds. Romans 12:2. That's what it's talking about. So, here's where we are. It's a problem that all of us face. What do you do with the old habits that continue to linger? How do you fight them? What do you do with them? How do you continue to follow God and keep falling in the holes? Well, folks, we're going to fall in holes all of our lives. It isn't the fact that we fall in the holes that makes the difference. It's what we do with it when we fall in the holes. And this is why I love this little short story, because you see, she didn't say the same thing in all 5 chapters. There was a progression of steps of action that she took to get out of the hole. And finally, she said, I walked down another street. What allowed her to walk down the other street? How she worked at things and how she realized things all the way through. Well, I hope that you will realize there's a hole in the street. I hope that when you fall in, that it won't take you very long to crawl out. I hope that you'll begin to crawl out immediately and then walk down the street and walk around the hole and then finally walk down another street. I don't know what that looks like for you in your particular situation, but realize that God is there to help you in your time of need. God bless you. Have a great day.